And we are live. Guys, for y'all that got to a chance to see our first show, thank you for joining. Now we have a special section that we're trying to create now, small business initiative, which is a rising section, small business initiative, and we have with us today to kick off the small business initiative is straight from Eat Fit Eagle Pass, Billy Perez. How you doing, Billy?
Guys, how's everybody doing out there? Doing good, brother. Just putting it together. First, I want to thank hopefully all of our audience in a little bit. Um, just to start answering some questions. I've had several calls, several concerns. I want to thank you, Isaac, and the Rising Texans because I don't know. I guess the stars ended up aligning themselves. I guess that's what we want to call it. Um, Ever since I've been advertising with you, I do believe I'm a marketing freak. I love marketing, and I've been getting a lot of clients from you. I have been getting a lot of questions on, what exactly I do, what's meal prepping, what's protein-based meals, questions like that people bring up. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, real quick, Isaac.
Yes, please.
Um, been in the car business for about 18 years. Had the privilege to working for awesome companies such as Chevrolet, Ford, and Nissan, and had the opportunity working for great dealers, principals, and good people. And I learned from the best. And what can I tell you guys? I mean, I used to be I'm still gordito, but I used to be huge, okay? And people ask me, well, what drove you? What drove you to just start, right? And did somebody break your heart, achy break your heart, or what happened, right? And basically, no, it has nothing to do with that. I actually the weight on your back sometimes causes what they call sciatic back pain, which is a pinched nerve on your back. And believe me, guys, that hurts, right? And I got to the point where it was embarrassing that I had to lie down flat in front of clients because I was in so much pain. I was I ended up tipping the scale like at 467 pounds at one point, 64 in waist, big, big, big. So at this point, I was a sales manager at a Nissan store in Del Rio. And so long story short, a guy walks in there and tells me, "Hey, man, we just mentioned a stars aligning," and the guy tells me, "Hey, man, are you interested in buying meal preps?" And the guy brings me up and tells me, I asked him what meal preps.
Mhm.
And ironically, I had already started a workout regimen with a friend of mine, Joe Montes, Spartan Fit, I believe it was called back then, about 5 years ago.
Mhm.
So the guy started selling me meal preps and everything, started eating them. And then I did a transition to Eagle Pass and I ended up working for Chevrolet here in Eagle Pass. And I called the guy and I said, "Hey, man, I'm still willing to buy you meal preps." And he goes, "No, I'm not going to do them anymore."
Mm.
I ended up becoming an engineer and this and that. And my wife doesn't want to do it. I'm like, "Man, well, you always fed me, man." So I've always been a great cook. But not to the point where I was doing meal prepping. So I said, you know what? At that point, I had already transitioned to another gym, which that's where right now I work out of. It's CrossFit Eagle Pass. Shout
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
my buddy Gilbert Parral.
Where is that located?
That was located next here on the Rio Boulevard in front of the North Station,
Okay.
Patrol North Station. So anybody ask me about CrossFit, I give a shout out to my coach Gilbert Parral. Hit him up and he'll get you the right training, the proper training. Um, so to make a long story short, I started doing the meals. I started working out at CrossFit and I started melting at the same time doing my meals. It came to a point where I decided to say, you know what, let me start doing it myself. And then somebody calls me, hey, I like your meals. Can you make some for me? So I said, yeah, I'll make him some for you. So I made them for free, and then they're like, they're real good. Next week, can you sell them to me? Before you knew it, boom, I took off. I started in 2017, and obviously, just like anything, you have several setbacks, and they were there, and I'm not gonna lie. But I still continued and continued and continued. And last year, when COVID hit, you know, I said to myself, you know what? I went to buy a grill because I was like, I'm not gonna be. The car business came to a stall, and we're there looking at each other, and I'm not gonna be here at the office just eating junk food again, and this and this and that. Gyms are closed, blah blah blah. So I ended up going to uh, getting a grill and started doing my meal prepping again. And before I knew it, got one phone call, two phone calls, started having five customers. I had started. Shout out to my buddy Rolando Salinas, our mayor. Shout out, buddy. Thank you for tuning in, Rolando. You're a great guy. So going back, um,
Wait, who's watching? I
our
can't.
mayor, Rolando Salinas.
Oh, he's. It's because I don't think I can see here that he's watching. But
Yeah, I
sorry to
see.
interrupt you. Let me go ahead and salute our new mayor, Rolando Salinas.
Honorable
I
mayor.
don't know you were here, but honorable Mayor Salinas, thank you for joining. It's always we're always appreciate getting these elected officials watching in our show and seeing the content that we're putting out.
And
But
let me tell you, if somebody can answer you how good my meal preps are and how convenient they are, it's him because he would always be doing his cardio, and he every Sunday Roland would go and pick up. Mayor Salinas would always go and pick up his meals. He's one of my longest customers to be actually. He's a good client of mine. So good friend past 14 years.
now let me go ahead and interject real quick because we did have an opportunity ourselves to sample, and I say
Oh,
ourselves,
that's right. I did. You
and man, the overnight oats. What do you do?
that's the magic weapon
God,
right there. That's the
God.
magic weapon. Those are overnight oats are protein based also. I try to stay everything protein because a lot of people, again, fortunately, I'm not a nutritionist, but I went to so many nutritionists. I went to see people and this and this and this and that. You know, you gotta eat, but you gotta eat the right amounts of foods and stuff like that. Do I eat a hamburger? Do I eat a pizza? Of course I do. I'm not. I do it, but you know what? It's like you borrow money from the bank. You gotta bust out. Like if you know you're gonna stay in a regimen and you go to the left side and you know. Also, shout out to my buddy, Merritt County Sheriff Deputy David Jimenez, also a client of mine. Good guy. You know, shout out to David Jimenez. Shout out to our sheriff department. Or so, anyways, going back, those protein oats are awesome, man. I do it with organic milk, protein oats, and then we do a little bit of touch, maybe like a spoon of depending what yogurt we use, and
Mhm.
you know, just depends on those things. Fruits, what's available: strawberries, blueberries, almonds, pecans. I use chocolate, and people say, "Why you put chocolate if it's not supposed to be?" You know, a lot of people, if you do your research on what dark chocolate does to your body. I actually end up using dark chocolate. When I use chocolate, I use dark chocolate, and it's very good for your circulation. And believe it or not, circulation in the body is very, very important. You know, that's what really heals the body. You ever want to heal your body? Find ways to do circulation in your body, and believe me, it'll heal you faster than anything else. It's good for the heart. Do your research, like I said. Everything that I've done, I haven't done it out of my ass. It's taken me a long, long time to do what I do. You know, like I do what they call protein based meal. So, what is a protein based meal? People ask, right? That's the $1 million question. Well, basically, I try to stay. You either can eat 25 grams of protein on a protein shake, or you can eat it in meat, such as chicken breast. I use nothing but 93.7, which is a blend of 93% ground turkey with 7% fat. So everybody sees me at HEB. They know I buy top of the line food. You know, I try to get as much stuff organic as possible as I can. Shout out to my brother Martin Perez, which that guy is insane. That's my brother. He's another one, Isaac, that was hurrying me up.
Martin, that was my fault, Martin. I apologize. We were having a real good conversation in our previous one. And just like I told Peter and Kaylani, I'm the type that could talk and talk. I mean, if I could have scheduled one after this, after Billy's, I probably would. So that was my fault, Martin. Sorry about that. But we're here. We're here now, right?
Yes. Um, and again, I do several different type of plates. I do the turkey, what I call the turkey bowl. I do grilled chicken. I do oven baked chicken breast. I blend it with black beans, avocados, pico de gallo. Basically, what this is it's an alternative. I tell everybody, I don't sell diet foods. I'm not gonna sell you 2 ounces of cauliflower and leaves, baby spinach. I don't do that stuff. You know, those are nutritionists that they're out there for certain reasons, right? What I do is it's an alternative to, like, you go to a restaurant and you get a burger, you get a fries, you get a Coke, and again, it's okay to eat that occasionally, but not every day.
Yeah.
That those three things amount to 1,600 calories. It took me an hour to burn 700 calories today, killing myself. Okay, so you can only imagine what it, going in, going out. So my meal preps, they range somewhere between 530 to 540, sometimes 565. Depends if I put a little spread of cheese on the broccoli and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So people, I'm not saying that you'll go into a deficit, calorie deficit, but what I'm saying is that, you know what, it starts with nutrition. You want to start taking care of your body. You are who you eat. I didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Anybody that works out knows the 80-20 rule. 80% is what you eat. 20% you got to bust out and kick your ass at the gym, at any gym that you go here in Eagle Pass or anywhere, right? So, but
Well, I think that's the biggest misconception that people have a hard time understanding is
yeah,
that absolutely what you said it is right. And I used to be when I was a little bit younger. I was one of those gym rats for a couple of years where I was, there, whatever, and I was one of the ones that would like look through different workouts. What can I do? Plateauing to switch things up,
yeah,
right?
yeah, because
And
the body is very smart. The body will adapt. You
yeah,
think
yes,
you just mentioned plateau, and you could be eating clean and then you stop losing weight. Well, guess what? The body already knows that tomorrow, Billy's gonna wake up. He's gonna eat this. He's gonna eat that. He's gonna go to the gym, and so the body will adapt. And that's the part where people. That's where the 20% comes in. Okay, well, if I did 100 deadlifts, then do 200 freaking deadlifts. You know what I mean? That way, your body starts going. Wait a minute, something's happening. Something's going on. Your body's like, okay, it's all about tricking your body. But at the same token, you got to keep it clean. Hey, reward yourself. People call it cheat day. You know what? You know what I think? I say, fuck that. Fuck cheat day. You only eat a cheat meal, which sometimes, okay, one or two cheat meals a week. But you
that's your
got,
that's your recommendation. Let me ask you because I mean, I followed you, and I've seen your pictures and everything, and man, it's a transformation. I applaud you. I really do. And you say you do cheat meals, okay?
yes.
Which I think you have to kind of keep yourself safe,
Yeah.
right? So,
Same.
so
Yeah.
what's your recommendation as far as okay, we're gonna be eating let's say me, I want to take go to eat Fed Eagle Pass. I want to take the challenge. I need a change in my life, which I mean I have a little pudges here también. So, yeah, I need to get out of the way, right?
Yes.
We all want to look good. Summer's coming up, but how much of a cheat meal is too much of a cheat meal, and
Okay.
where should I
Well, let
stop
me
my?
just put it this way. If you know you're gonna cheat, this is what I do on Saturdays, and most of the time. if I know that I'm gonna go eat a pizza or a burger, or I'm gonna grill, or I'm gonna go to a friend's house, I don't drink alcohol, so you should do. What I don't drink alcohol, so alcohol has never lately for the past 5 years has not been a problem to me. But what I do, and to enjoy the cheat meal, is very simple. In the morning when you wake your ass up, go fucking train. Go bust out 6, 7, 800 calories. Get your metabolism running. Do something. Go running. Go do high intensity interval workouts. Go do. I do a lot of what in CrossFit they call it every minute on the minute. You put your freaking timer for 30 minutes every minute. You do one workout, another minute, another workout, a third minute, another workout, your fourth minute, you rest. Go that. That's what I did today. I did 8 rounds of that, 32 minutes. You know, why did I do that today? Why did I bust out today? Because I already knew that my nephew was going to graduate, and I knew I was going to be in a little environment where there was going to be pizza, where there was going to be this and that. So guess what I did? I paid the bank ahead, which is my body.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So if anybody wants to do a cheat meal, go ahead and do it. But don't do it with just waking up being lazy. Oh, I'm just gonna chill and don't do nothing. Hey, get your butt up. What's 32 minutes of high intensity interval workouts gonna do for you? You already know you're gonna go cheat. So
You see, and that's a good point that you make. Uh, 32 minutes compared to the 24 hours of a day.
Arnold calls it 5% of the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's very minimal to make an impact on your body.
But you know what? We're lazy. We want to do Netflix. Joe Rogan was talking on his podcast, and he was saying, "Did you know that there's a setting where you can go to your phone and you will actually know how much you spend on Netflix, podcast, on
Mhm.
this, on the internet, and you will be." So I went on mine and I was like, "Holy cow!" Now I go to sleep with my phone on. I put I put a I turn on YouTube and I start seeing. I go to sleep listening to Tony Robbins, which is my mentor. Great motivational speaker.
Yeah.
I listen to many people. I just drift into sleep, so I think my phone stays on. But lately, when I heard that last week, I'm like, when I found, and I ended up finding that setting. So you're just sitting on your ass doing nothing. Do I work? Well, I'm working. Yeah. Do you get tired mentally in an office? Yes, you do. Does an agent, a CBP, or trooper get tired of being sitting down? Yes, they do, and all this stuff. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's your body. You're gonna have to take care of it. There's one thing we don't get back in life, and guess what? That is Isaac.
No, yeah, and I
Time.
mean, it's what I'm not sure who said it. It's one of those regular motivational speakers, and they say that you know what I want to say. It was Jim Carrey because Jim Carrey.
Oh, he's great motivational speaker.
Yeah, a lot of people
Will
don't.
Smith,
Yeah,
another one.
and they say that you're given this body, this vessel, and it's up to you to maintain the vessel you have, and that goes into everything. And that's why I really appreciate the what you're trying to accomplish here with the fitness, with the meal preps, because not only like how you say it affects your weight, your body fat, it it affects your mental health the way you eat.
The
Uh,
endorphins that the body
exactly.
will get once you finish a good workout. You can be pissed off for whatever personal reasons or anything like that. You burn people to, I'm so stressed. Well, okay, you want to get your ass up, go walk to the lake 2 miles and come back and tell me if you're stressed. Believe me, your endorphins are natural, it's like a feel good hormone that your body provides once you. It's got a lot of benefits working out, eating clean again. Um, like I said, people tell me, so what's the magic pill? How do I lose weight? You want to know it's very simple. You hang around with the right environment. Hang around with people that are working out. Start eating. Hang around with people that eat clean. Hang around. Put yourself in that environment, and guess what? The body's gonna start happening. If you hang around with people that are working out, guess what's gonna happen to your body? You're gonna lose weight. You're gonna people that eat clean stuff like. If you hang around with people that are getting drunk every day, making carnes asadas, going to Whataburger, oh, I don't want to do this, and guess what? That person's gonna be. He's gonna be out of shape. I mean, it's just facts. It's not me saying this. It's not me saying it's just science. It's just
Mhm.
again, I'm not close to where I want to be, but believe me, two things are gonna happen. Either I'm gonna get where I'm gonna be, or I'm gonna die trying. That's the only thing. That's my mentality right there. I'm not here to fuck around and just do shit. And I own my own business, and people tell me, "Oh, so now you're not in the car business and you don't do shit." The first thing I wake up in the morning, I thank the good Lord and tell him, "You know what, God, give me the strength and wisdom to rock and roll today." I get up. I've done a little bit of research that for the past 2 or 3 years, I wake up, drink some water, wake up and chug a bottle of water. It's good for your circulation. It's gonna hydrate you immediately. Little things that add up. But guess what? People are freaking lazy. Unfortunately, let's call it the way it is. That's why I love your show, because it's black and white. There's no gray in between. And sometimes we want to be lazy. That's the magic pill. I always say, you hang around with lions, and sooner or later, guess what you're gonna become?
No, yeah, and that's
And
what a lot of motivational speakers talk about. A little sidetrack here. I'm real big on. I don't know if you've heard him. He was a rapper. He got shot a couple of years ago. Nipsey Hussle, and this guy was a gangster. This guy, era malandro, everything. All of a
oh
sudden,
wow,
he has been compared to my generation's uh,
Tupac,
the Tupac of my generation.
yeah, Tupac,
Let's say it that way. Um, and the guy, I mean, he came from the streets. He came from this, came from that to enlighten himself. And one of the big things he always says, and because I'm real big on listening to positive things, because I think what you feed yourself is what you're eventually going to feed out to the environment or to the universe, right? So
exactly.
what he always says is that if you hang around with 10 broke people, you're going to
You're
be
gonna be a
eventually
broke
broke.
ass motherfucker.
If you hang around with the hustlers, with the people that are out here doing things, trying to get stuff done,
Exactly.
eventually you're going to become one of those. and,
Exactly.
and and that just touched basically on exactly what you're saying, is that you're going to be a lion out here. You want to be a lion,
Or
you
a
hang out with
gazelle.
those lions. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what? And it's very true. You just gave out another example. At the end of the day, it's a decision that one makes to get out there. It's a jungle out there. Let me tell you. I always say this. At the end of the day, I don't want to be. The lion's gonna go after the slowest gazelle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't want to be the slowest gazelle or anything like that. You know, the lion wakes up and the lion says, "I'm ready to eat," and the gazelle's like, "I'm ready to run."
Hmm.
So it's those are the little decisions that one has to make. And guess what? You won't see a lion eating a lion's gonna eat fresh meat every day. He's gonna go out there and kill. But the bottom line is that people slim up. Just you're gonna to love. Shout
No,
out to
yeah.
Rolando Fortis.
Yeah,
Saludos.
shout out to Rolando Fortis. He's a guy that's always watching and supporting us. So that's why
Yes.
I got to put out his thing, and I'm gonna be for sure Rolando Fortis. I'm gonna be watching that in a little bit, hitting
And
that.
yeah, and again, going back to motivational, what are you listening to? How are you working out? Are you eating clean? What are you listening? What are you feeding your mind? You
Mhm.
know, People's I don't want to do this. Or I don't. You're not even trying. You know, you don't even want to try and get up and let's rock and roll every morning. Every morning. Sometimes your body's gonna get tired, and you need. That's another thing that I tell people: listen to your body. If your body's tired, then you gotta respect the body too. Sometimes I go at it hard with some of the guys there, and gosh, I mean, like I said, I'm thankful that I've been surrounded by good friends of mine, Robert Aguirre, Fredo Martinez, Gilbert Parral. I mean, these guys are no joke. You know what? These guys outrun me out day out. weight lift me, whatever the heck you want to call it. But you know what? They by the time I'm done with these guys, they push me to the brink of dawn. And that's really the magic pill. You know, every morning my buddy calls me, "Hey, are you ready? Are you up? Are you working out?" Dude, it's 6:45 in the morning, bro. Like, well, let's go. You know what I mean? And why am I gonna get pissed? He's right. You know, that's why I tell everybody the magic pill is your your environment. Where's your environment at right now? Are you just waking up? Are you just a housewife that ain't doing shit? Or are you a husband that, oh, you know what? I'm already 460 pounds. I'm not gonna get nowhere. Or I'm gonna go do the gastric bypass. Well, guess what? When you do those gastric bypass, I'm all for that. Believe me, it's okay. People want to do it or not, but guess what? They just get the gastric bypass, they get skinny, and that's it. What about? I know this girl. She did it, and she runs like she outruns me now. She she's a great athlete. I see her doing 5Ks and stuff like that. And then I know people that got the bypass, got skinny, and all of a sudden they look like whales again. What was the purpose? If you want to throw $12,000 away, just give them to me. Because it's again, I'm not against that, but I know people medically need that stuff. But there's people that get it, they lose, and then they gain back, and that's not right. People need to exercise, need to have a balanced meal nutrition plan. That's why I keep everything around protein. People don't understand that the muscle requires those protein molecules inside your body. The muscle, you must maintain it. You must maintain it with protein. Okay. So whenever you're working out, the body's gonna eat your fat, it's gonna eat your tissue, muscle tissue, whatever it's gonna eat, whatever it's getting its way.
Mhm.
But what you put in back, that way when your body's metabolizing, it goes after your fat more than your muscles. You want to maintain the muscle. You want to grow the muscle because the bigger the muscle, the more fat it requires, which a lot of people, and that's another hour, which I'm not going to do that here with you. But, at the end of the day, fat is fueling our body and we need fat. We just need, we don't need a full tank of gas in our car. We only need a quarter.
Mhm.
And that's where the fat factor comes in. But again, just make sure that change your environment, guys. There's a lot, and I promise some of my friends out there, and I'm gonna send a shout out to everybody because I'm a fair guy, Isaac. I don't like to not be a fair guy, but there's Snap. I mean, I would go to CrossFit, get out of CrossFit, and then go burn another 500 calories at Snap. Right now, I do CrossFit. I go to Planet Fitness. I do my what they call isolation body workouts there. I come home. I eat my meal prep, my protein out at night when I'm watching your show, when I'm watching the Rising Texan, you know. And there we go. There's Kumo. Kumo has great coaches. Luis Leos. It's got a bunch of guys there. Dulce Orozco is another. She's the owner. She does a great job maintaining that facility. There's many, many, many gyms out there. There's no excuses, but you know what? It's our mind that slows
Mhm.
us down. It's all mindset. You gotta get out there. Gotta, like I said, you gotta change it up. You can't just stay stale because at the end of the day, you know, people will not be healthy. And one thing I tell everybody is that one thing we never get back is time. If
Yeah.
you want to spend it on the couch doing shit, then knock yourself out. But guess what? When that lion appears, guess who's going to be the slowest gazelle? Not the one at CrossFit or at Kumo or whatever. It's the one on the couch that lion's going to catch first, and you're going to be somebody else's dinner. So
Yeah, and that's the time that people start regretting and start saying like, "Crap, I should have gone to the damn gym. I should have done this. I should have
that,
done that." You wake up one day, you're 50 years old, you're back, you're this, you're that hurts, and at that point, I mean, not saying that you
yes,
can't get into it again, but it's much more difficult to reverse the body's aging. Now
Exactly. I'm 46 years old. I run more. I lift more.
you don't look 46, Eddie. Let me tell
I
you,
am.
you don't look.
And when I was 32, 33, man, I couldn't even walk to the parking lot in Walmart, man. I mean, I was huffing and puffing. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I tell people that want to start workout regimen and stuff like that. I ask them certain questions, and they're like, "Well, biggest fucking excuse in the world, Isaac. I'll start Monday. I start Monday." I had a friend of mine, Ana Valero. She's a teacher, and I will call her out because she's an awesome athlete. That girl used to be a ball. Era una bolita ella. She was like a little ball. You see her right now. She'll take. I mean, that girl is fit, and she's actually the one that kept telling me, "Come to CrossFit, Bill. Come to CrossFit,
Mm,
Bill." And that girl's a beast. On her dieting is on point. Her her cardio is on point. Her strength and conditioning is on point. I always tell her. I just talked to her. We just did a Murph workout for Murphy for honoring our Fallen Memorial Day heroes, and that's a hard workout. Not everybody can do those workouts, and let me tell you, I'm not saying I did it all. I actually ended up doing a half Murph because of other things that I was going to provide food for the people there. But I mean, there's people that I was looking at her and I told Anna, like, man, you look awesome, Anna. Like, I would see her when we actually started almost together, but that girl to me, she's very disciplined. And again, and what's the moral of the story again? That there's no excuses. There's no excuses. We need to. This community is lacking a lot of in health, unfortunately, and we know when my parents were diabetics. You know, we come from. Oh, we wanna, you know, barbacoa, 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 barbacoa. Yeah, go ahead and eat that barbacoa. But guess what? When you're 55, you guys are gonna be on a tube getting your blood flushed out, and I'm gonna be sipping pina coladas in Cancun. That's the difference.
mm-hmm.
I mean, Eagle Pass has that big problem, unfortunately. And again, you want to eat barbacoa, eat it twice a year. You know, save it for no sé, like a wedding de la comadre o la tía,
Yeah.
but you will not catch me eating barbacoa every freaking Sunday. Heck no, you know. And I'm not calling out barbacoa because it's delicious, but I'm just calling out. We just need to be careful what we eat. You want my logo, and it's strictly out of my heart. It starts with nutrition. It starts with nutrition. I always have freaking bottled water next to me, which right now,
That
obviously,
that's my struggle. That's my struggle. Making sure I get the necessary amount of water and stuff like that. And I think it goes back to mindset to where you have to mentally teach yourself, and I guess that's a whole
self
conversation.
discipline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're getting about the half hour mark, or we're a little bit past that, and I wanted to get into a little bit.
The
A
good
little
shit.
bit more things, yeah. I mean, we have some viewers on here, and I'm sure they're on here because they want to, hear a little bit of sparks and stuff like that. So we saw you out there. You were a part of Mayor Salinas's campaign. You were part of. Did a great job. Congratulations! I think that you need to be congratulated just as much as Mayor Salinas for being out there, being supportive, and everything. So
Mhm.
we know
Let me
you
tell
were
you
a
a little
big
bit
part.
about me and Roland, um, and how that happened. And I know, obviously, we're gonna veer to the left a little bit or to the right, whatever we want to call it. But I've known Rolando since 2008, 2007, and a lot of people don't know this, but we we used to hang around. We met through a mutual friend, and he was actually studying, I believe, in Loyola University, which is Louisiana.
Mhm.
I had just gone through a rough time, and let me tell you, that guy was there for me. And when he would come to Eagle Pass, he would call me, Bill, let's go. I'm gonna take you out to eat, this and that. Don't worry about it. When you go through a situation that you're down and somebody's there for you, you never forget stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
That's what Rolando is to me. I didn't get 1 cent or nothing. Everybody knows it. I don't want a job. I don't want nothing with the city of Eagle Pass. I didn't do it for favors. We did it when I talked to Rolando. I said, we're going to do it because we're going to do it because we know it's right for the community of Eagle Pass. I don't like to bullshit around. I don't have to answer to nobody or anything, no favors or anything like that. The only thing I did to Rolando is do it for the right reasons. You're going to do it for the right reasons because I had nothing to do with him running. I had to do with him making sure in my ability and in my family's ability, which is my sister, Marta Ruiz, and my brother, and all our family and my friends, I told them, look, let's do it for the right reasons. Because,
Mhm.
you know, I don't know about other people, but I get fucking tired of seeing all this shit going around in Eagle Pass, man. And now that I'm a business owner, I'm a small business owner, I get it. Like people are fed up. I
Yeah.
I personally am tired of you know, it's like I see people getting slapped in the face and I ain't doing shit about it. And the campaign was a hard campaign. I'm not gonna lie to you. It got a little bit ugly. That's politics. You and me both know that. But
Mhm.
you know what? I'm so glad that Rolando came out on top. Um, and that was one of our logos. That change is coming. And you know, the guy has started with the right foot. He's out there everywhere trying to help the community. I just saw something about our veterans today. He's been at the Capitol. I know that there's some people out there talking shit about the governor and this and that. Oh, they just went there to do this and do that. You know what? When I did my training meetings,
Mhm.
when I was in sales, I would always tell them, like, we always talk about the fucking problem, but what about the solution? Right?
Yeah.
'Cause that's just common sense. We keep bashing this, Republicans, Democrats, blah, 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 blah. And, what about the problem? What about the solution? What are we going to do about it? We're just going to, I had a teacher calling me out about your boy, like, he's not my boy. Rolando's our mayor. He's not my boy. He doesn't belong to me and I don't belong to him. Your boy. At the end of the day, we gotta be problem solvers because we're just, we got that little, and I know what's happening. It's like I was telling my son in San Antonio. I spent time with my son in San Antonio. So you know what the problem is? That generation already cut up. All those little CC generation already cut up, and that's what's gonna happen. Look at what's happening. All the shortages, all because of this. Because now everybody, does everybody's so sensitive about everything. Everybody. Yes, I have some of my friends call me, hey, if you're gonna go live, watch out with your language, Billy, calm down, and blah, blah. But you know what? Yes, because everybody's fucking sensitive. And if I say a bad word, guess what? Oh, like you say bad word, everybody says bad words. Even those people are telling me, even the ones that are calling out, why all these politicians were in the government, everybody like, you know what? It is what it is. Oh, come on, guys. I mean, people are unfortunately we get to a point that we become fake people. you know People want to hide behind an agenda, behind a group, or this and this and that. Come on, guys. I mean, unfortunately, it already cut up a little generation of a bunch of CCs already cut up to us, and that's what's going to happen. And you know people right now don't drink water out of a water hole. They're not. Or a manguera.
You
Oh, they're
remember
not.
that was what we would do all the time. No, play outside,
Exactly.
go to the neighbor's
Exactly.
yard, go to the neighbor's yard. The neighbor wouldn't care nothing. Ahí está con la manguera, no.
Con las mangueras, yeah. People do not walk from Barrio San Luis all the way to the swimming pool with $1 in their pocket, and about $5 of food stamps. Nobody knows what it takes. Oh no, let me take my son and go pay $100 to what is it, that water park, SeaWorld and Fiesta, Texas. Yeah, keep on. It's already happening.
Mhm.
Yes, and that's right. They're Rolando Fortis in the 80s. We grew up different, man. And unfortunately, you had that border patrol call it as we calling it out the way it's supposed to be, man. I mean, you know, law enforcement in our borders don't send law enforcement. Send, what did they say last time? They were saying something about we need social workers and more offices and all that. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I mean,
How
come
good are
on.
social workers with arresting criminals? Did you know? Do you know the statistics on that?
No, but I'd like to hear about it. I mean, what are they gonna do in Layman Ranch when there's 6 kids abandoned? When I just had a friend of mine got broken into her home and stole everything. I mean, we got, and I'm talking about those idiots here in Eagle Pass talking shit about our governor. You know, they don't know shit. They don't know shit what's going on. Either they're stupid. I mean, I don't have another word for it. Are they really stupid, Isaac? I don't get it.
I, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I grew up when I grew up, and of course, a lot of people, and I think I've mentioned it before. My uncle, Commissioner Precinct for Roberto Ruiz. He's a
My friend,
Democrat.
my friend. I always
Yeah,
call him my friend.
he's a hardcore Democrat. And me
Yeah,
growing up, we followed, and most of our family followed his lead because I mean he was the oldest of the brothers. Everybody looked up to him, so we thought, hey, you get taught this, but then you get to a certain point in everybody's life. I guess everybody is different to where you mature and you actually research the issues on your own. You create your own opinions. Now, and I'll be honest with you. I mean, I was also, a Democrat to a certain point until it was like, what the hell's going on,
exactly.
right? So, and I'm not saying the individuals you may be speaking about that that's what happened with them, but I think that they're so far into it with it to where they
Nothing's
feel
gonna bend them. Well, something will, but nothing's gonna break them.
yeah, and it's
Nothing's
gone
gonna
so
change their mind. Yeah.
no, and to me, I think that's the worst type of individual because you learn things every day, you grow every day if you want to. You get me, and I totally agree with you where some of these things, um, especially, I mean, I won't go ahead and straight out say it, but some of these people are tied to the politicians we have right now.
Yes. And
And to
that's sad.
me, yes, because of the situation they're putting that particular
For,
politician. Now, I totally understand the
no,
fact
and let
that
me tell you, that politician, and because of respect, I'm not gonna say his name, and I'm sure neither are you, because we're respectful guys. But he also put shit about the governor. Let's call it the way it fucking is. He put shit about the governor, and you know, I'm a Christian, bro, and I've always learned that you respect your leaders no matter what. It's in the Bible. You gotta respect it. I mean, here I am. I'm respecting the guy. He's my buddy. He's my friend. I know him too. But when you call out, look at like what are we supposed to do? 6 little girls in a ranch, man. Come on, really, really? And they're talking all this stupid bullshit about social workers and this and that's something else, man. That'll come later on the process, and I get it. And make you know what? That's fine. But when you got 6 little girls in the middle of eight, when you got these people coming across the border, that are rapists and then criminals, you know, and yet these people they're just talking about the problem, but they don't talk about the solution or the issues that are going on. Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, it's very sad that those people are putting that person, it's really burning them to the ground. It's backfiring on them. And again, even him, and again, he put shit about the governor, like really, wow. Like, man. And this is the part where I'm holding off and I'm respecting him because he is my friend, and you know that Kamala or whatever. Mary, you're absolutely right. That she's running the country, and it's very unfortunately we right now. And again, all these people, why doesn't she come over here to the border? You know why she doesn't come to the border, Isaac? Because they know who's gonna be around her if she comes to the border. You are gonna be the first one right there burning her to the ground. The media, Fox, CNN will probably won't. Oh, they'll probably say, "Oh, she's in the border because she's eating a margarita and stuff like that." They won't. You know what? But you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is also what upsets me, and I've had both of these representatives or these elected officials on the show. Now, I'll give it Eddie Morales. We did not talk about the immigration issue, and we will be reaching out to him. We will be reaching out to him hopefully sometime soon, so we can get some kind of comment from him about it. But we did have Senator Gutierrez. Now, Senator Gutierrez said this was a humanitarian crisis.
I saw one border patrol after 30 Hondureños in my backyard, bro. You guys saw the video. You saw it.
We should.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding, bro. Come on, like, really, like a humanitarian crisis. Come on. We all know that they want them to cross, or eventually they become they have babies, and then they become U.S. citizens. So then it becomes blue, and and then we continue getting blue presidents and all that. We got a president that doesn't know the difference between a sneeze and a wet fart right now, bro. What do we do? And then we got our fucking local idiots talking shit about our governor that this and this and this and this and that. Like, really? Okay, then get your fucking ass and go over there to the ranch and save those kids. I bet he doesn't even know how to open up a key to a ranch gate.
No,
but yet, oh, it's so sensitive and this and don't talk about them. And you know what? I went to San Antonio, found me this cup, made my fucking day.
That's a nice cup. That's a nice cup. We got to make probably some of those.
You know what? I got a name for your show already. You should name it "Fuck Your Sensitivity Friday." That's what you should call it. And call out all these motherfuckers that think they're this and this and that. Tell them to get their fucking ass out on the ranches at 110 degrees. Tell them to learn how to put a fucking IV and save those kids' lives instead of talking shit on Facebook. That's what I think.
Yeah. No. And that makes total sense. And I think from what I'm seeing in the comments, a lot of the people agree with what you're saying also. Another thing that I'll touch on that little combo that we're speaking about.
Is it a small or jumbo combo or?
It's
you gotta be more specific, bro. Okay, well, we're not talking about jumbo.
Yeah, the two the two politicians that we're talking about, right?
Okay. Well, one of them's a politician, and the other one's I don't know what.
Aspiring.
The other one's a joke. But anyways.
Well, no, he's actually a board member of the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, appointed by. Yeah, and that to me brings a whole host of like.
Sorry, Mary, no cursing, Mary.
That brings a whole.
I'm trying to hold on, Mari. Ya me regañó Mari Ruiz.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put that comment there so you don't forget. And that brings a whole host of everything, questions to me, because if I was there, I had my wife, and I was on council. Hey, I want to appoint my wife to be a board member over here on this side. Now, you tell me or not, Billy, would I be chastised? Would I be criticized? Would I be told off? Would I be?
Brother, you'll be burned to the fucking ground.
Okay, so why not are these people not being held accountable to all other standards that we are being held accountable to?
Well, and again, that's the part of the change that's coming. I mean, that's the part that's coming, and you know, either that or or no más que no estén llorando cuando el pueblo, que el pueblo esto y que el pueblo, because at the end of the day, they're there because, well, I'm not talking about the point of when I'm talking about the one that was elected, is because we're going out on their vote,
Yeah.
you know, if we think if this if we think that because of special groups are the key to our problems in this city or in the state or in this nation, you know what? We're in for a long run, Isaac, But it all depends on us, because no person, especially that guy that's not even from here, is gonna
Yeah.
come to our town and tell us what to do, bro. Come on. You know what? Not At least not me, and I'm sure not you, man, or a lot of us, He doesn't know this town. Like, come on. And
No.
again, and the one that's really a politician, he's a good friend of mine. I ended up voted for him. I voted for him. He's a good guy. And in all, I've seen him so sad several times, and I know what's going on. And unfortunately, he he sided with the wrong people. And you know what? I seen him in his eyes. He's sad sometimes. He feels that he's locked. And que pobrecito, because he's really a good guy. And that politician that we're talking about, he's really a good guy. But unfortunately, those certain groups and this and that, and he can deny it, and good for him and all this. But you know, it's and that person that's gonna burn him to the ground. That's very unfortunate. They keep speaking up, keep doing it. Keep doing it because it just, at least to me, it gives me more fire to you know bring it, because at the end of the day, that guy's not even from here. He can go back to wherever he's from and do all that stuff that he wants to do. But here, you know,
No, and I totally and I totally agree with you. Just on the fact of there's nobody that knows this town, this community better than people that were born, raised, and continue to grow a business, to raise a family.
bro,
Other than the people
I'm
that
not
are
saying that I'm not saying I'm a saint, because believe me, I had trouble in my life. I was born in Barrio San Luis. People call ask him where Barrio San Luis. He probably doesn't even know where Barrio San Luis is. He doesn't even know where Los Angeles Heights is. He
Mhm.
wouldn't know that. He doesn't know where 130B Hewitt Circle is, because I was raised at the projects behind the Mall de las Águilas. I was raised there. I was raised with food stamps. You know, my daddy used to work, made $120 a week for 5 people. Come on, bro. I mean, I saw many things happening. I used to be a police officer. I messed up. I would be divorced twice. I had my shares, man. But you know what? I will never be talking bad about law enforcement or border patrol agents or even our governor. Or even, like I said, I have fully respect for you know our governments here locally. Can't believe I just said that. But at the end of the day, we gotta shake hands, dust off our asses, and continue. And because who's gonna do it? Who's gonna speak up? Oh, todos tienen miedo because they belong to. No, hombre, hell no.
and
And
I
that's
do
why I love your show.
no, and I do think that does happen, and it's unfortunate that I mean I might get a little backlash here if certain people are listening.
You a shit.
That the media is just as much compromised as those other people that won't say anything bad about what's that political machine that's out there right now, because they're on their pockets
Yeah.
now. Now, right now, I can't really give you the details, but we do know that that's public information. We
Yeah.
see in these newspapers the flyers from Maverick County that come out about COVID, and we know those cost money. Mayor Salinas had a real good explanation of how that worked with one of the publications that is out there, and it might even be one of the smallest circulating publication out there that is geared to just a certain portion of the population, only
Exactly.
in Spanish, and they were the highest paid media out there.
Unbelievable,
And
man. I mean,
and it goes back to say, and we might have a little surprise to show everybody later on in the little closer
future.
to the campaign, right? And just to show and just to prove that this is not something that we're making up, that things are going on. There's ways to do things to gain control, and this is being done in our country.
Yep. And again, going back, it's those guys' months today, and out of respect, I saw that it was. I got a lot of friends that that are gay, and they're good people, and they're all for it, and they're all for working. They don't talk shit or all that, and they don't hide behind the little rainbow like some leprechauns here in Eagle Pass have been doing it. They don't do that. Again, I respect that community. They're, at the end of the day, I'm nobody to judge. Good for them and good for their month and all that stuff. I'm not saying that it's bad because at the end of the day, those type of people, you respect them and they want to do whatever they want. But when you start hiding behind that little rainbow, you know, and doing this, and just because they say it's right, it's right, it's right, it's right, it's right. Come on. No, it's not right. What is, like I said, and I will repeat it over and over, and I'm not gonna get tired of saying it. What are what are social workers gonna be doing in the middle of a rent? What are they gonna do? How? Come on, man. What? Okay, look at like, and I will a friend up. What if they ransack their home? How would they like them apples, huh? Are they gonna still want a social worker, huh? If they steal whatever stuff they had in their house?
Well, see, like to me, I would say if you're so for, if you are so for taking care of these people, why not open your home to these people like many
Yeah,
asylum shelters? Because
give them their check,
uh,
your check.
yeah, well, think about it. Because you'll be saving taxpayer money that way.
Yeah, they're so concerned.
You know, open up your
Open their
home.
home. Que si quieren tu
I,
casa.
I think the funny meme that's been going on is hey, everybody put back up the Biden Harris signs. That way we can start sending them over to those, so we know who voted them, right? The political.
Exactly. Que lo saquen y digan, hey, I voted for Biden here. Come and save my house. You know what? Go for it. You know, it's, it's exactly like get out your Biden signs now. Then.
Yeah, yeah,
But again, we can go on and on like you did that last show. But at the end of the day, you know what? I'm tired of all these leprechaun rainbow bullshit going on, talking shit about our governor, and that's not right. You respect your law enforcement, you respect our agents, you respect our local Eagle Pass Police Department, our tech DPS. Today we had a little on Barrio San Luis, we had a little escort, and fortunately, shout out to the trooper that went out of his way to do our little escort for our children.
I saw that. I saw
For
that.
our
Yeah,
children, um, Eagle Pass Independent School District Police was out there helping for their kids. You know, again, they want to dwell on social workers and offices. Good for them. But at the end of the day, are they going to be trained to go down on a chopper with ropes and 60 pounds of gear down? No, they can barely. They can go stay home and eat their Lucky Charms all day long if they want, for all I care. But at the end of the day, those little girls are not. They're not going to be saved by them. You know what I mean?
mm-mm.
It's very unfortunately, when I heard that situation happen here, I don't have a little girl. I died to have a little girl. I have two boys, and unfortunately, imagine if I would have had nombre, I would have. They would have heard the thunder of me, brother. I'm telling you.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, when I heard that, and then we got this leprechaun, Lucky Charm motherfucker talking shit about our governor, that's bullshit. You and me both know that, Isaac.
No, I
It is what
can't.
it is, bro. And let's,
Can't say that I disagree.
it is what it is. Very unfortunately, you know what? If I lose friends or not, it doesn't matter. I'd rather lose friends than lose six little girls dying out on the ranch because nobody did shit about it. And shout out to our border patrols, to our border stars, to our DPS. They're doing a
Yep.
freaking great job. I don't give a shit what anybody says. We just gotta continue supporting as a community. You know what? I had dinner with a trooper on Monday, and I did not let him pay his food. I'm not because those guys are out there working. They're leaving their families. That guy was from San Marcos, and never talk about a good deed. But the point is, you know what? Those guys are always doing a heck of a job. My
Hmm.
three of my best friends are agents, and I love them to death. They're awesome guys, and I don't give a shit. But when you're gonna cross that line, I take a blue line over a rainbow flag all day long, brother. All day long, all day long. Trust me. Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, rainbows aren't gonna come and save our asses or protect us or save lives. The ones that are gonna do them is them because they're out there. Our fire department, every day they're out there helping out, man. You know. And again, I'm not calling out. At the end of the day, I have friends that use the rainbow flag, and that's good for them, and I respect them, and they know I. One of them's a personal good friend of mine, two or three of them, and they're awesome guys. And at the end of the day, we just gotta continue, and you don't let our guards down. No, nobody's gonna talk shit on us down. Nobody, Isaac. And I want to thank you, the Rising Texan News, for doing a great job, Isaac. Because I tell everybody, and I don't fuck around, and I call it the way it is. You've done a big difference, and you've done a great job. You know, the exposure you've done, bro, is second to none. It was about time somebody did this. It takes a lot for me to come out live. Obviously, I did talk about my business the first 20 minutes, but it takes a lot for me to. I don't like to be out on like all this exposure, but lately, the past 3 or 4 months I have, which I tell my sister, you know what, yo no quiero andar en este pedo. Like I don't. But you know what, if somebody has to speak up, somebody has to, you know, and do what's right for our community. There's other changes that are gonna come, and I'm sure, hopefully, come, you know, this next election that's coming up for the city council. We everybody. It's not just. How can I say it? It's not. I know I'm backing up Monica, and it's truth. I'm gonna help her out to win, and she's gonna win, and that's it. And hopefully, and again, at the end of the day, people don't do it right, then we need to get other politicians. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but it doesn't start if we don't start making guys like you, guys like me. People tell me run for something. Heck, no, I'm not gonna run for nothing. No way, because nombre, I won't last a day in the. Yo creo que I would not last a day at the city council or a county. Nombre, heck no. I rather just, you know what? Exactly. There you go. Don't use your agenda. Exactly, because the LGBTQ, they're good people. I know there's some out there that are real good people, and I love them to death. They're awesome people. I have one that he was with me in Barrio San Luis since first grade, and you know he's a cool guy. He's a cool my friend. I have again that guy that was, and I'm not gonna say his name because out of respect, but he worked out with me. We worked out for at 5 o'clock in the morning for many years. He's a good guy, but unfortunately, it's the agenda that's crushing him. And we just gotta continue a no dejarnos, Isaac, a no dejarnos, because it's we fight the good fight, and that's it. Keep it clean, and make a change in this community.
No, no, and I totally agree with you. And it's kind of funny you say that. This is how this platform kind of came about. was just the unfavorable or biased stuff that we had seen, and not just with one, but as a whole. And later, figuring everything out, starting to get a group together. Like we have several people that I mean, it's not just me and you in here, uh, and
Oh yeah.
that's what I love about it is that you see not necessarily a team that is in contact with each other on a daily basis like I hear some are, right? Some other groups
Oh
are
yeah. Because
gathering
they're
on a
they're
daily
they're
basis.
feeling the heat. That's why, brother.
And we're still able to get together. We're and share the same sentiment to where we want change in the community. We want positivity. We want different because what's been going on, it, it's not right. It's not
No, it's
right.
not.
We see it, and it's unfortunate that some of the younger ones or some of the ones that had a choice to pick a side or the other, they for lack of better word sold their soul to the devil and ran with it.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
and if you want to get technical about it, we got a commissioner, and I'm not gonna call out his name either. Fuck. For as long as I live, La Quintas Boulevard is still messed up. You know, come on, like really, like I passed through the lake through they're spending millions of dollars on that amphitheater, whatever the heck you want to call it, and it's flooded.
No, yeah, I mean,
It's
I
flooded with
use that
water.
after my workouts in the morning, and sometimes in the evening I go over there and I use the walking trail. And the walking trail, I mean, it's old, I understand, but to me, why not use the funding for that amphitheater, which at the time when they approved it, we were in a pandemic, right smack in the middle of a pandemic, or
That's another
in the
story.
stages going to it. I mean, why not pull back on that? Let's wait. Hey, this walking trail can probably cost a hell of a lot less to fix because the infrastructure is already there. Or,
Exactly.
I mean, shoot, go out for a grant, do something to fix that those kind of walking trails. Because where I've gone in the mornings, I've gone in
Yeah,
the evening,
I've used it too myself. I walked.
and,
Yeah,
and people go. And me, I've gone accustomed to doing that, going over there because of the different scenery. It's not like where you're running a lap or anything like that, where it's you're seeing the same thing over and over again. um, and it gives you kind of visual aspect where you forget that you're actually kind of walking. And this past day, whenever it rained, I went, and there must have been at least 6 or 7 times where people saw me like sliding around in the damn mud because I thought it was dry. I'm the whoa.
bro. Did you
And
see all those cars um, that guy on the dually was pulling out
over here on
uh, by
El
Quintas
Indio.
Boulevard and all that area, bro?
Yeah.
Like it's a joke, man. And at the end of the day, you know what? You know, we need change. Let's cut the bullshit, man. We need people in. Este compadrismo. I'm tired of seeing it for so many years, man. People call out and I'll bring it up because I do have the guts to say it. My brother made a mistake. He did wrong and he paid for it, and he did wrong because people in your platform have told me, hey, why don't you talk about your brother and this and that? My brother did a mistake and he paid for it. But at the end of the day, you know what? He paid for it and it is what it is, but I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to hide because this and this. And if I ever get elected and I become something and I make a mistake, then I must pay for it. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be hiding from anything. I don't back from nothing, man. And it's very unfortunately that because of that, there's too much compadrismo going on here. There's too much. My specialty is not on like you on grants and following the money and all that, but my specialty is that if it looks like a duck and waddles like a duck, I can tell that it's a duck. Doesn't take a genius, brother. You know that.
Common sense.
These
Common sense is the most important
people
attribute.
walk like nothing. They will shake your hand like nothing, and then they don't give a care. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care. Why do you think this past election? Why do you think they were mad? You know. But look at how dumb they are. Look at the type of people they had. I mean, bottom of the barrel, bro. Come on, bro. Really, really? Like, come on. Like, you actually thought they actually thought they were gonna win, man? Come on, hell no. And again, people, councilmen that are there with special agendas, hey, bring it on. Qué bueno que están haciendo eso, and qué bueno que the significant others talking shit about our governor and about our police officers, because I want to have it for the record that don't forget that when election comes, because you know what, I voted for him, and I did vote for him, and if I would have known what I know now, that the significant other was gonna be talking shit, you know, that there, I would not never would it cross my mind. Talking shit about our law enforcement, border patrols, troopers. They mentioned something about leaking boots. At least they're leaking boots, right?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I know. I saw that post as well, and it's. I didn't see it in my own on my own Facebook, unfortunately, because I am blocked. I did get blocked by him. Apparently, if you give any opposition to this individual, you get blocked, and right away that's what happens. You get blocked. You're not able to comment. You're not able to nothing. But the little communication.
If we go back, they will hide behind that agenda. Si les conviene, they will not block you. But if they don't, they will.
Well, just a quick, because we are over an hour mark, and I know you. It doesn't feel like it, but I know you wanted me to stop us if we go a little long. But a quick story, since we are on the topic of Eagle Pass's most controversial or popular,
the notorious ones, the notorious.
Yeah, I did receive a call one day out of the blue. And this is just me being honest about it, and it was one of them, the non-politician, and went into the whole conversation. It even part of the conversation was, what do you think about me being appointed to the Parks and Recreation Board? Immediately I said, well, what do you think about it? Well, I think it's gonna look like this and that, and I told him the same thing I told you. If I had my wife, I was a councilman, and I would appoint her, my head would be, chopped the hell off. So that's one. Two, you're trying to portray some kind of something or a vision or yourself a certain way to the public, that you're straight, you're doing the right thing, but you're doing a move that we all have seen for the past 20, 30 years.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry, just to finish up, that I mean, I was on the phone with him for the longest time, and it was unfortunate that he actually bashed one of our former mayor. And that's something, I've worked with the former mayor, Ramsey English Cantu, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I didn't like that. Reason being was that, I mean, I don't know if they know each other, but how do you go out and just I can't say what was said because of the graphic nature of it, but it's an F bomb of F this fucking fake, and I'm just like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, but don't do it to them, because cállate, forget it, right?
No, and that conversation just came out of nowhere. Like one night I was here, I think I was fixing a sandwich or something. Era como las 10:30, 11. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what the hell? I mean, you know what I mean? And plus, I mean, I'm not, I'm not a jerk. I like to talk to people. I mean, obviously, I mean, shit, I already got 2.5 hours, 3 going on here, right? And
shit, let's go till 2 a.m. Fuck it.
Don't tell me because I probably will be able to pull it off. But no. I mean, I wanted to, since we were talking about that, I wanted to bring that up. Is that it was very ridiculous to say something out like that and straight, damage somebody like that.
My question is, who the hell does this guy think he is? ¿Quién se cree?
Well,
Really? Or like,
rumors are is and okay, this is part of the conversation we had, and I think I've made it public before. Is that he told me he's going to be the next Maverick County party chair?
Democratic?
Yeah, sorry, Democratic. Did I skip that word?
The bottom of the barrel chair. Who gives a rat's ass about them? Look at the rat. The como como le. I mean, look at who we have right now. Like that's what I mean, bro. Like, you get a Democratic chick. Is that
Well,
all you can do, really? You talk
and
all
that's
that smack, and that's the least you can do, eh? Tell
and
them to
that's
swing with the
the
big boys, eh? Because you know what? Because nobody's gonna care about that. He automatically thinks he'll win. Forget it. Nos estamos yendo, like they say, nos vamos de Guatemala a Guatepeor, bro. It's unfortunate, bro. It's very, very, and again, we're not here, and I think you and me both agree, we're not talking bad about gay people. And I have friends that are
no,
gay, and I love them to death, and they're awesome people. And I have friends that are gay pride and all that. But if you're gonna hide behind that flag and that agenda, bro, you know what? And talk shit about our law enforcement and our border patrols and people that the shit that's going on here, not caring about little girls that are out being left on the ranch, not caring about
Mhm.
ladies and kids and a 3-year-old drowning on the river and stuff like that, then I don't give a shit. My gloves are off, brother. You try to be good with them, but especially a guy that's not even from here, bro. You know, GTFO, and he can go grab one of those bus tickets that are being handed out at Stripes in Del Rio, and he can get the hell out of town, right? I mean, stop me if I'm lying, Isaac? Stop me if I'm lying. You know what?
I mean,
This is not shit talking. This is real talk.
yeah.
Because I'll, es más, I'll even go to this. Get him and me together on the Rising Texan one of these days.
Whoa,
Let's go.
whoa. Okay.
The Bible says, "Behold, the pale horse."
You
The
see?
man that
Okay.
rode upon him was
So we
death, and
we
hell was
know
coming with him.
we know the viewers, people on our comments. We know who we're speaking about. The challenge has been set. Debate, a speech, a conversation, a discussion. We'll invite you, Billy. You're
Yeah.
always welcome on here. You
And
know
that
that.
other, what do we call it? The non-politician.
The non-politician, the partnership. It reminds me a lot of that couple on the House of Cards. Is that the right show on Netflix? The
Yes.
politics one, the little couple. I mean, even though it was a male female couple, but I'm getting that kind of sense that man, they're just out to take care
Hey,
of yeah,
he,
one A
he
and one
called
B.
down the thunder. He called down the thunder, buddy. Pues órale, show up your face. Let's stop. Bring on your Lucky Charms with you, que los traiga con él y que los ponga aquí. The Lucky Charms, magically delicious, and let's go. I, I've, I've, I hardly, and it's been a while since when I read that comment and he put both that consummate and him. Hombre, it was very sad. It was very unfortunately, because that tells me one thing, that they don't care. They only care about their agenda. They don't care about the little girls out there. They don't care about our agents that sometimes they get dehydrated. They don't care about our police officers that sometimes they ended up getting in crash because they're out on the highways. They don't care about our local Eagle Pass Police Department having to be running from north to south, lack of resources. They don't care about our EMS scrambling now with these cement things on our highways, which that's another topic, but they don't care about that. You know how they care? They care about themselves. Because if they, like I said, we've been here an hour and 19 minutes. We always talk about the problem and we never talk about the solution, bro. You
Hmm.
know what? It's easy to be saying this and this and this and this and that, but at the end of the day, you know, it's you don't do that, man. You don't do that. You respect. Here I am giving them their full respect and not calling out by their names because I respect them. Because at the end of the day, me and him, and both, we all bleed red, brother. That's it, you know.
Hmm.
Pero you know what? Those people decided to talk bad about our governor, that we don't need law enforcement. Tell that to the family that just got everything stolen. Que vayan y le digan a esa familia que le robaron todo. Y a esa señora, esa girl, que es amiga mía, a local real estate agent from here, que le vayan y le digan eso. Que le vayan a decir a las 6 niñas que estaban ahí. Oh, I'm a social worker and this and this and this and that. Eh? Are the social worker gonna jump in the river and save the little girl that died? Are they gonna resuscitate her and take her to an office and process her and all that bullshit they're talking about? You know,
Yeah.
but it's easy to talk shit and put a freaking Facebook thing about F the governor and this and the other idiot talking about leaking boots. Well, at least they were leaking boots. Uh, when he put that, I couldn't believe he put that. I guess he's a professional in leaking.
I mean, it was tough. I think a lot of us took offense to that because, I mean, I would have never said that regardless if it was Mayor Salinas or Mayor Cifuentes out there.
Exactly.
It's not about licking boots. It's about getting stuff done for our local level, having to do what you got to do at the state level to get resources and whatever it is that we get done that we need to get done here. Not about licking boots. Hey, you got to go shake hands and be like, hey, cordial. I mean,
Yeah,
you got to do.
you got to do it. Pero
It's
no,
not, it's not
apparently,
licking boots.
apparently, eating a Big Mac or opening up a McDonald's was more important than our border security. Apparently, you know, the Big Mac McDonald's is gonna be there forever, bro. I mean, I don't understand this, and unless I'm stupid, and maybe I am stupid, and I'm not getting this part, but you know, I, I don't like President Biden, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna respect him. You know, he's our president. People say he's not my president and all this. He's our president regardless. I don't like Biden. Believe me, one bit. I don't like that administration. But you know what? I respect him. You don't see me putting a post, fuck Biden and all this. I'm not going to do that. You know, it is what it is. You know, we might not like it. And, you know, but right now, we got bigger fish to fry than, oh, I hate Biden or I hate the governor. Look at what's going on. And I will never get tired of telling the non-politician one, get get your get your little butt out there and go out and help. Go dehydrate your ass over there. Go jump in the river. Go help. Go rescue. Go
Mm-hmm.
out there. Like I said, they don't probably wouldn't even know how to do. They don't know that it takes probably like 3 or 4 gates to get into a ranch. But
But I mean, the challenge has been dropped. I'm not. I don't know if they will because I don't think they follow this page. Which
no, but there'll be a lurker somewhere there tomorrow. Will probably be the talk of the town, Isaac. And you know what? I don't give a rat's ass. You know me, bro. You know me, and I know you, and we don't give a shit. Hey, they want to talk bad about it again, and I will never stop emphasizing. I used to be a police officer myself back in the day, and I have a lot of friends that are border patrol and troopers and stuff like that. And I will, when you disrespect people like that, when you don't care about children in the middle of a ranch, you know, God knows what. Imagine what would have happened. You know, wild animals are out there and stuff like, and these people don't want talking stupid shit, man. Really, like I cannot believe that. Oh, but you know what? Their agenda is more important, right? They're not doing it because they care. We are the world. We are the world. They're not doing it because of that, bro. They're doing it because they quieren la fama. They want the fame. At the end of the day, you know what?
uh,
McDonald's is more important. Mickey
Man,
D's is more important.
I'm gonna I'm gonna catch some heat for this one, but it came, and I know we're going a little bit long, but one of the things that really I don't want to say disappoints me, Billy, but when our politicians, I mean, I worked with the city of Eagle Pass. I worked with Maverick County. I worked with Del Rio. I have 15 plus years
That amazing fire
of
truck. I remember the word in town was that you were able to get a grant for getting an amazing fire truck for the city of Eagle Pass. But you
and
know what? Nobody remembers that, Isaac. But I guarantee
just
you, they'll
hear what
remember.
the paper
They'll
clipping.
remember. They don't remember that, but they will remember me and you were talking shit today. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Vas a ver. Shit me not, brother.
And I mean, so I've been around, right? And I've never been an elected official myself, and I've always told myself I don't want to be, and the reason why is because I think that I can make a bigger impact, not selling myself out to win one of these positions, which most people do. Not everybody, right? But it not that it upsets me, it just rubs me the wrong way when they bring themselves above the position, where they're out there saying, look at me, nobody thought that in this community I could make it, or people like me could never do this, and look at me now. And I look at that, and it's not I want to say it's not, I'm not hating on anybody, I'm not this, I'm
No,
not
no, no.
that. And you can also I mean, go down through my Facebook and see how many pictures I have of myself. I don't find myself attractive, so maybe that's why. But the
Yo
thing
tampoco
is
estoy
that
bien feíto. Estamos bien
sí,
feos, Isaac.
sí, por eso no pongo retratos míos, ¿verdad? But
Ah, yo
you
como
know,
quiera pongo el selfie así.
well, what I'm getting at, Billy, and I think you get where I'm going with this, is that as a politician, you lose yourself because the community comes first. And whenever I see somebody that, yeah, you're successful, you've done this, and all props, man. Like I love it when people from here are successful, regardless of who you are.
Exactly. You don't hate.
Yeah, and my thing is that you're successful, bring someone else up.
That's what's it about.
Show someone else that, hey, this is how I did it. This is what, not look at me now.
Exactly.
And I think that's verbatim on a post out there. Look at me now.
Pero
Look
¿por
at
qué
what
no?
I tried.
Why can't we be a community like that? ¿Por qué? Why? Because why can't we? Because we have the potential. I mean, you know, look at our Eagles team baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how far they gone. You know, you know why they went that far? Because they work together. Because
Team.
they're being coached by the right people. Look at our um. Look at, and in a sense, I've seen more than any this past year. No hay un mal que por bien no venga. Look at how a lot of people really did start working out. We gotta attack the health of our community. We have to attack, you know, all these bunch of
Mental.
rats. They gotta stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. I know that when I was in the car business, I would one thing I do is I teach them how to sell cars. I did that for a living. I did sales, but at the point I had to become mentors to other people. And I would tell them at the end of the day, humble yourself. Don't judge anybody because that cholito, que mires el cholito que viene caminando, que lo mires todo tirado. That guy who could have a beacon score of 740, 745, might have $4,000 in his pocket and you don't even know lo quieres tirar a León. That's what's going to happen. I would teach him the right way. ¿Qué me costaba a mí no enseñarles a vender un carro?
Mm-hmm.
Or teach them finance or teach them marketing because I love doing marketing. Lately, I mean, I love doing marketing. So, ¿qué me costaba? But at the end of the day, it would be beautiful for our community to start helping out each other. You know what? What can I? When you started, yo te dije, hey, tú me
Yeah.
dijiste, hey, this and that. I want to be part. ¿Qué me cuesta hacer advertising en otra parte? I could have come with anybody else. You're
Hmm.
small, I'm small. At the end of the day, I want to be sipping on a margarita, bro, 10 years from now. And your Rising Texan is up there, and my business is up there, and we'll look back because it's all about making a change. It's not about talking smack and this and this and this. Let's make a change. Let's talk about the solution all the time. I would always tell them, okay, what's the solution? Okay, what's your next question?
Hmm.
What can we do to better ourselves? Yo no trabajo para nadie, and you know what? It's 10 times harder.
Yeah. I agree with you there, man.
You know, people tell me, ahora no haces nada. I have to do logistics. I have to do marketing. I have to do accounting. I have to do follow up. And I have to be cook and I have to be the janitor. And I love Eagle Pass. I was born, raised, Memorial Junior High, Eagle Pass High School. I never graduated. I ended up getting a GD, and I'm not, no tengo miedo de decirlo. Yo agarré una GD. You know what? I have probably like 70 hours. Oh, and talking about that, when they talk about my brother, get me brother this and that. Well, you know what? He's already working on getting his business administration with Sul Ross State University. So I even told my brother, no hay un mal que por bien no venga. Let
Yeah.
these mofos talk. Bueno, maybe that's what God wanted. Maybe God wanted to pull you off from being a JP, you know, because you weren't reaching your full potential. You did wrong. I will admit it, and he will admit it too. You pay the price. It is what it is. Pero you know what? We're not gonna be Mickey Mousing stuff or talking bad about our law enforcement agencies. Let's just better our community, especially when an outsider comes and talks shit about our community. I said that's unacceptable. I don't care if the people, like you say, you're gonna hear it. Pues qué bueno. If you better worry if you don't hear it tomorrow. We better hurry because that means you better worry. That means that we're not making noise.
Yeah.
¿Me entiendes? You
Yeah.
know,
No, and I'll go back to saying, you talk about your brother's story and your story. I mean, it resonates a lot with me because I mean I didn't have a easy story. Failure after failure. I think I even made a little cameo in one of the news. The failed grant writer, right? I mean, maybe they should have figured out about the $6 million I brought into the community and stuff before writing that. But like, what I'm getting at is life's a marathon.
yes,
Te caes, te levantas otra vez, and you keep that ball running, and
exactly.
that's all you can do. Life is
Pero
set.
es como dije, Isaac, nobody's gonna remember you that you got that $1 million truck. Nadie se va a acordar de eso.
Yeah.
Nadie, te lo puesto que nadie sabe que you got a grant for that fire truck. And
Uh,
they don't even have a freaking clue. And I don't even have a clue of how much that truck cost. Maybe you can emphasize a little bit on that. But I know it was a lot of money that thing cost.
we got awarded 337,500. It was a nationally competitive with FEMA nationally. So we went against all the cities in the country, all the counties in the country, all the state firefighter agencies in the country, the forestry ones, because the forestries, they have their own firefighters with the
See,
forest,
I'm sure.
volunteer ones across the country. So it was a nationally competitive. And I'll be honest, that was the first grant that I was successful. I wrote one before, I didn't get it. I was upset, and maybe that's the thing that drove me on the next one. Sabes que
It
you
drove
guys
you.
are not gonna tell me no this time.
Exactly.
And I had a director that whenever they told me, "Hey, send us your direct deposit information," they didn't tell us you're awarded. They said, "Send us your direct deposit information." Man, I got off my seat. I was jumping up and down. Yeah, I showed it to them, and the first thing they tell me, "Don't get too excited. They're just asking about the deposit information." And man, that was like, okay.
Painful.
And then luckily a week later, the email hit the city manager's office and like, a la madre. And
Bada
Chief
bing, bada
Mello,
boom.
no, Chief Mello was the one who said, Isaac, I don't think we've ever gotten a grant directly for FEMA for equipment. And that, I mean, nationally competitive. I still have the letter. I think I have it framed because I mean it was my
Keep
first
it.
grant. I was real excited about it, and just like you, I mean, yo también first year of college, like I even got you, and I had to come back over here, work my way through the city, and then it got to a point where in the city they said, "Hey, you have to start getting into more education." So, boom, my associates, my bachelor's, I knocked it out while I was there, and I mean, I didn't even have a degree when I wrote that damn grant. So, my thing is that. Hey, just because you don't have that education is good, and
Yes,
I'm
I'm
gonna
all for it.
yeah, and I'm gonna, and I tell my kids too, hey, education. But if you find something right now while you're young that you love, and that's you feel that you can be doing this all day,
Pursue it.
every day,
Pursue it.
you find how to make money out of that,
Exactly.
and
You
and
know,
that's just the way it is.
I'm so blessed that God has given me many talents for many things, and yes, look at that. Left.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. But unfortunately, people again, and to that comment that Rolando for yes, sir. Unfortunately, switching real quick, let, I'm hoping that Monica Cruz, and I know she's gonna win, and we're working. We got people working. My sister's doing a great job. Monica Cruz is um, putting everything out there. If you, I know Monica Cruz. She's been my neighbor for many years. And again, Isaac, we can stay here forever and talk. But one thing I will tell you, what do you call the word a philanthropist, or what do you?
yeah.
That lady will break. Si el último, if she has the last $1,000, she'll rather give it to you than keep it herself. That's the type of girl she is, and I can vouch for her on that. I heard read nothing but true stories of what she's done, and $1,000 is a joke. She's done a lot for many people, y nunca se levantó el cuello ella, nunca. And she's got that energy. When you got that energy, that's that que ella tiene, that experience that she has, hopefully, like I said, the elections are coming up next week, Isaac, and the community response there. We just did Barrio San Luis, we did Westlake subdivision, or not we, but our team, you know,
Mhm.
and look, I'm getting messages that, way to go, Billy, way to speak up. I'm getting my messages right now because, again, si nos quedamos callados, Isaac, they're going to run all over us.
Yeah.
And over my dead body that somebody from out of town comes and talks shit
Mhm.
of our town, of our law enforcement officers. Hell no. Especially the other guy, the non-politician.
Yeah,
Okay.
talking about the runoff election coming up, we will have tomorrow evening at 9. We're gonna have Mari Carmen Perales Rangel, and we're also gonna have Miss Monica. She's gonna get back with us with a date. And Miss Perales Rangel did reach out to us, so we do have that scheduled tomorrow at 9. Like I said, Miss Monica has been in contact with us, answers our questions like, "Hey, this is what date." Has been totally
Yeah.
responsive, and I have confidence she will set a date with us, and we're gonna have an interview with each of them separately, and they
Yes.
both have also agreed to a debate
Awesome.
on,
Awesome.
on our channel. So
That's great.
we're grateful for that. I know we were trying to get this done back with the
It's
mayor
all like Donkey Kong,
and
brother.
everything, right? But now we're gonna get it. So we're happy. We're proud about that. We're we thank you and the people watching. I know there's been in and out, but we've had a pretty decent crowd watching consistently. Thank you for the support, trying to build this channel up, and all we're trying to do is give whoever needs to speak the truth a platform to speak it, because that's what's getting buried here in our community, the truth.
Yeah. Because we go back to everybody is so sensitive.
Oh man, I would talk
Hey,
to you, but
you better
sorry to
promise
see
me
you.
that you better change your show on Fridays. We're
But
gonna call it.
well,
It's gonna be called
we
Friday fuck your sensitivity. You better raise your right hand.
Well,
Look,
see, we might have to create a separate platform for that because ever since we got reported, we're kind of a little careful about that because they set us back. They set us back, Billy. Right now, we're hovering, I think, at 1,500 followers, where we
mhm.
lost. We had 7,000. Now, I've heard a lot of reports. I don't know if it's true. I did have somebody in my messages. It looked like a fake profile, to be honest. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I haven't said it publicly, but I'll go ahead and say
Let's
it
roll,
now.
baby. Let's go.
Is what this person alleged was that they were at the hospital. This is, I mean, I have it still there on my messages. I can't remember
Mhm,
the name of the person, but it was actually the two people that we were talking about, the politician and the non-politician,
mhm.
were telling a crowd that they needed to get rid of the Rising Texan because the Rising Texan was
Red.
not a threat, but poison or
Toxic. Toxic.
somewhere along those
Toxic.
lines. So now, and you know me, back to the news leader calling me out back in the day, and the video I made after that. Um, we've kind of evolved, right? So we didn't want to come out and start yelling and saying this, saying that.
There's no
But
money in it, brother.
no, 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 of course not. And I took that information. Like I said, it was from a profile I wasn't familiar, but that's what they told me. And it's not here or there. I mean, I don't say yes, it was them. I don't say no, it wasn't.
But if
What
it
I
looks like a
say,
duck and waddles like a duck, it's a fucking duck, brother. You and me know that.
yeah, but I took it as, and I was down about it a little bit. You can ask our friend Joey. Big shout out to Joey Villarreal because
Yeah.
whenever I feel
Yeah,
kind
because he
of,
calls it the way it is también. Ese vato le vale madre.
no, 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 no. And that guy, I met him by some chance, by out of nowhere, and like since then we've been good. And he's been the one. I mean, there's been others, but whenever that happened, man, I was like, crap, like, dude, I was already here, all this work, and he's all like, hey, ¿qué? Haz otra? Make another one. Like, what the hell are you work? Make it right now. Go and make it right. You know what I'm saying? So,
And then who gave you the name?
huh?
And then who gave you
No,
the new name?
yeah, and guys, for those that don't know, Billy was the one who crescent the Rising Texan News 2.0. He said, "Hey, you know what? Never mind. It wasn't just Joey. Now that I'm remembering, Billy was there telling me too. Billy was the one saying, "Hey, no te agüites, güey, que keep it going, and you got something. Sabes que ponle el 2.0 y ya estuvo."
And if
And
they delete you again, they will go to 3.0. If Apple does it, Microsoft does it, all these little fruity companies does it. Why can't we, bro? You know what? Again, at the end of the day, that's a good thing, bro. Because worry about the day that they don't fucking delete the Rising Texas, and that means you become obsolete, bro. You're irrelevant.
that
You
means
know?
we're not making the noise we need to be making, right, Billy?
Yes. Joey says hi. Oh yeah, Joey's watching us.
Joey's watching. Hey, Joey, and also Billy. Yeah. Now that I'm remembering, you're the one who gave
2.0.
us the damn name 2.0.
Yeah.
And Joey again. I mean, también. Thanks a lot, Joey. You're if you're listening, you're watching. He's always the one, man. Every day. Joey gives me a call. I call him, and sometimes I'm a little like, cabron. I mean, like anybody does, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, everybody has their ups and downs, bro, and that's called life. I was telling my son, it's called life. This is now, the little things are here happening in his personal life, and I tell him, you know what, it's called life, and sometimes we just gotta couple the fuck up, and you know, and couple it up, and live life to the fullest, and don't let nobody tell you what to do. They want to delete you, guys. let's do a 3.0. Okay, bueno, let's go.
No, no,
It's, I just
absolutely.
think that, you know, I tell everybody, a ti es al que te deben dar la feria, güey. A ti es al que te deben de pagar un buen ferión. Because, you know what? You don't talk out of your ass. Hasta ahorita yo no he visto fake news, bro.
No,
You know?
and I think that's what we I think that's what we try to do. You know what I mean? I mean, it's tough nowadays. It's very
Yeah.
tough
You don't know
because
what you believe. You don't know what you
yes,
believe.
yes.
And then we go back to the sensitivity issue. People hide behind agendas, this and this, BLM, WBLM, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, hay puros acronyms or I don't know whatever you want to call them. But again, people just need to wake up because I think one time my brother Cesar sent me something about Abraham Lincoln. This nation is never going to be invaded or anything like that. This nation is going to be, if it ever goes down, it's going to be it's going to be within, you
Mhm.
know, and and it's and it's very sad that, ahorita también que saquen todos los que votaron por Biden, que saquen sus signs, porque mira, ahorita las fajitas están a 9.99 a pound, you know,
Oh,
it's ridiculous. Chicken is going up. People, you go to places and they tell you they don't have chicken wings. They don't have. It's not that there's no chicken wings out there. It's that they're not gonna. They're not. The companies are not gonna make money because if they tell you what the chicken wings worth, they're gonna lose money, bro. Look at our gas prices, lumber. Que todos saquen sus Biden. Ándale, there you go. Es lo que I don't understand, pero anda. I don't understand por qué, you know, what was the logic of getting a president like that? You know, how much were we paying for gas? $1.69. You didn't. Nobody was. And then right now, and I'm all for food stamps, brother, and everything. Pero good luck, pobrecitas, todos los grocery stores, bro. Don't be surprised if you go out because, and then we go back to another issue. 9.99 a pound. That doesn't matter when you just got $6,000 deposited to your food stamp card, bro. Because a lot of people got 6 grand today, brother. Not you or me, but that was the average here in Eagle Pass. 6 grand, Bubba. Eh? So
wow.
they don't care if it's 9.99, bro. But you know who are the ones? The blue ones. You know. So si está 9.99 a pound de fajitas, güey, y tienes $6,000 de food stamps, what does it matter? And again, I'm all for food stamps for people that need them. I was born and raised in food stamps, bro, pero si me entiendes, like it's
No,
it's hard for my business to buy beef at 9.99 a pound, bro.
no,
It's
and the small business. I mean, it's been difficult even for me as my small business too, and as yours to get some funding. I mean, and I'm telling you because maybe not you, but I've applied for some SBA assistance and everything because I had a couple of things going, also some sales that it totally crashed, and the reason why it did was because there were no people, there wasn't money, people were and all that, and it was difficult to sell people stuff when they weren't buying anything.
There's
So
another
that,
issue that guy put. Nobody wants to work.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to work. Oh, because we're so sensitive. We voted for a president. We have our agendas. BLM, YLM, Blue LM, todo este el otro. To, you know, Lucky Charms, commenting shit. Everybody's offended now. Todos, nadie quiere jalar. Again, ¿me entiendes? Yo cuando estaba chiquillo, trabajé por Arturo Mancha's Chairs. I was 13 years old. My dad said, ¿sabes qué? Te voy a dar $10 y te vas a ir a comprar a Piles unos tenis. And I said, you know what? Screw that. You know what? You're not going to go with Piles shoes to San Luis Elementary. Mira la baby doll con Piles shoes, no me va a querer al más riquillo. Heck no. So I ended up working for Arturo Mancha. And I would work Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Desde que salía a la escuela, people sometimes, but you cannot fool the people all the time. There you go, brother. You know, there's my brother Cesar, which I love him to death. And I would work for Arturo Mancha, Isaac, and I would make money to buy me the Reebok pump, the Nike Air, and all that. So, y ahorita, I guarantee you, nadie quiere jalar. Nothing. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. It's freaking sad that Roadies has to close at 7. There's other people that they only use that as an excuse, to close the restaurants early and stuff like that. Maybe less, what do you call, overhead? Is that what they call it, Isaac?
Yeah.
So people are just getting excuses, and you know what? Si se acaba el mundo, bro. At least I, you'll find me dead. Hopefully the rat comes and I'm at CrossFit, probably deadlifting 450 pounds or something. It's ridiculous, man. ¿Para qué te quieres ir para San Antonio o Austin? Mira cómo tal aquí todos talking smack and everything, bro. It's unfortunately, but hopefully guys like you, like other people that are out here in this platform, hopefully, we don't let our guard down, and nobody's gonna be talking shit down on us. And ojalá que un día de estos me los encuentre, and I'll give him my 2 cents. Believe me, respectfully, but I'll give him my 2 cents. And I know it's already late. I want to thank you, the Rising Texan, bro. You know, Thank God. Every day I ask God, give me wisdom to do what's right in this world. Every day. Every day is a different day. Every day we push that reset button. We start all over again. Give me the strength. Give me the wisdom. Yo no quiero dinero, I said. I want to be smart, because at the end of the day, lo demás todo bien, I said. Just, thank you. Your platform, I will not get tired of saying it's awesome, brother. Keep it up. You did. Because I mean, keep it up. I said, keep on doing that good work, bro. At the end of the day, you know, people who might think we're crazy and we're stupid and we're dumb. Okay, so then we're stupid and we're dumb. Está bueno, pero ahí sigue pagando $4 o $5 por gasolina y como $20 por una pound de fajita. That's what you guys want. ¿Entiendes?
Yeah.
Open your house to all those 20 hondureños coming in, ábreles la casa y que ahí se queden en tu casa y que ahí coman de tu Starbucks coffee de Seattle. Ándale. Pues, right? Because tanto they're so caring, and get a social worker que se tira al pinche río y que salve a toda esa gente. Because apparently that's a solution. I've never met a social worker that, well, maybe I do know one, pero que se tira al río, está muy cabrona, dice, para que hagan ese pedo.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. But Billy, we made it almost to the 2 hours, Billy. It didn't feel like 2 hours. I could probably keep on going again, but and we've had a pretty good viewing, so we're gonna.
It actually went up right now.
I know. I think we're gonna have to bring you back on again sometime in the future, man.
Yeah, we'll do it again, brother. Let's just again, we're all for the right reasons, bro. You and me both know that, and the community are out there. This past election, I heard nothing but positive feedback. You know what, Bill? Even you just said it earlier. At the end of the day, we don't speak up. Who's gonna do it? I said, who's gonna do it? You let people run over you, they will run over you, but they're not gonna run over you or me. That's for sure. Que they want to do all this. Mark Libro, at the end of the day, let's just, we know we're gonna be doing right, Isaac.
I think I have a part of those million. It's okay.
And if you hear it, like I said, worry when we don't hear shit that people talk shit about us tomorrow, Isaac.
Yeah.
Then you better worry, I again, thank you for having me on the show. It was 20 minutes of my business and what is it, another 1 minute and 1 hour
And
and
an
40
hour
minutes of
and an hour and 40 minutes.
entiendes. But you know
Oh
what?
yeah,
You've made a difference in this community, Isaac, and I want to applaud you for it, and I want
I
to recognize
appreciate
you.
that.
Keep it up, brother. Que te quieran quitar, then we go at it one more time, bro. 3.0. There's 3.0 and there's 10 million point oh. So bring it on again. You know,
And we also got the challenge that was let down, so we'll try to see if the non-politician
shows
is
up.
ready
Ah,
to
let
yeah.
me tell you, he does show up. He will make my day. I'm calling him out right now. You're calling him out. That I'm calling him out. Let's go. I want to hear what he has to say. Si tanto le importa, show up on this platform, other guy, or even my camarada, the one that's a councilman. Si tanto le importa, he can show up. 'Cause we're buddies. I mean, he's my buddy. I siempre lo saludo. I even have him on Facebook. You know, también si tanto le importa, I mean, you know, let's go. He can bring the leprechaun rainbow flag, and I'll bring that flag behind you. You know, let's see which one wins. They say don't California or Texas, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, you
But
know,
all right, Billy. We're gonna go ahead and let you go. We appreciate it. We really do. Almost 2 hours sitting down with us and everything.
por
I
eso no
had
quería venir en este show, Isaac, because I know yo me conozco, Isaac. It's imagine if we would have started at 7, brother.
no, but it was a good thing we started at 9.
You know, and como quiera, thank you very much. God bless you and your kids and your family. And, you know, keep up the good work, brother. And like I said, last but not least, nobody will remember that you got a $370,000 fire truck, and they're gonna remember you as the punk that que este que el otro. They don't remember the good shit. Never. They never do. You know. But that's what we gotta change.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Eat Fit, Eagle Pass, Billy Perez, small business owner. You guys need to hit him up. Uh, Meal preps, I've tried them, delicious. Um, uh, the only thing is that it's so good. I want to eat. I eat Mondays and then I want to eat Tuesdays right after, Billy. That's the only thing, right? Pero eat that Eagle Pass, guys. 830-513-4832.
That's right.
Get up Billy Perez, guys. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not joking. These overnight oats, man, delicious. The meals are delicious. Like I said, I ate Mondays and I was already peaking ready to eat Tuesdays too. But
So
Billy, thank you for stopping by with us. Again, we'll see if we can arrange this with the non-politician and see if we can get something interesting going. If not, like I
good
said,
good luck with that. I'll tell you right now, he ain't gonna show. He will not show up. I'm telling you that right now. He doesn't have well show up. And if he does, he doesn't use them.
but I hope we can at least get you later on.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, there's just and get me for the right reasons, Isaac.
yes, of
You
course.
know, for the right reasons, for the best of this community. At the end of the day, you know, is like I said it earlier. We gotta somebody's gotta step up, man, and I'm willing to step up. Not into politics, but I'm willing to step up and speak what's right. You know, at the end of the day, we gotta do what's right for this community, for the city of Eagle Pass and Maverick County, because we haven't forgot them, right, Isaac?
No, we haven't. Coming up. Y'all wait for that, Maverick
Stay
County.
tuned, right? Stay
Yeah.
tuned. Hey,
All right.
all right, brother. God
Billy,
bless you.
see
God
you,
bless
man. God
everybody.
bless. Take
Take
care.
care. Bye bye.